Hello everybody, here is Khaled Doma and this is Design. Today we'll be talking about a perfume from a Spanish brand which is Paco Rabanne or Paco Rabanne. Many years ago, Paco Rabanne has a collaboration with Puig Fragrances Company. Puig is responsible for most of the perfumes of Paco Rabanne. So today's perfume is a discontinued perfume which was discontinued many years ago and it was issued in 2008, and it's a kind of citrusy gourmand fresh perfume. It was categorized as a summer fragrance, but I can see it as a autumn, spring or summer fragrance, or even a winter fragrance. So let's go. Okay guys, today's perfume is classified from the citrusy, freshie, vanilla and gourmand fragrances is Paco Rabanne Ultrared. Let's take a spray and smell it together. It has a very unique bottle. You can see ultra red here. And it has like a gun. As you can see, it has a very strong atomizer. And I'm just checking if I sprayed in perfume here. So we can take a spray. Okay guys, it starts with a spicy, freshie opening of citruses from the blood orange. Actually, it's a sweet citrusy opening from the blood orange. Also, here we can say that blood orange is a very seductive and very sexy note, and it exists in many seductive or sexy perfumes for men and women. I think I have two perfumes in my collection that contain this note, which is the blood orange. So the first one is Versace Eros Flame, and as I said before, I do not pay attention to the announced notes. And also, as you know, Versace Eros Flame is very seductive and very sexy scent. It's the best one in the line of Versace Eros. The second one is a perfume from the German brand Gel Sander, which is Sunman. It's also a citrusy, vanilla and musky scent, and it contains a blood orange, and it's very, very seductive and very elegant summer scent. Let's get back to Ultra Red. Actually, Ultra Red starts with a spicy, freshy and citrusy opening, and then after about 5 to 10 minutes you can notice the tonka and the sweetie orange, the sweetie accord. Actually, the sweetie accord here comes from the blood orange, and if you go down with the dry down, you can notice or recognize something like a chestnut or a hazelnut. I think the nutty notes here comes from the praline, which is a creamy note. It exists in most of the famous seductive perfumes like Angel Share by Kilian and La Vie Apple by Lanka. Also, praline can give the nounce or the accord of a toasted sugar. It's very sweet, and it also can give the nounce of a chocolate or a milk chocolate. Actually, we do not have praline sweet in my country, so I didn't try it before, but I can smell something very sweet. And the sweetness here, as I said, comes from the blood orange and praline. And now we can categorize this as a unisex scent. It's a literal unisex fragrance. Actually, men and women can use it, and it's a compliments magnet for both men and women when it's recognized, because it has a very, very weak performance, and I myself could restock it if it was a little bit stronger than its current performance, but it's still a value for money because it was discontinued, and I think it's very unique and very different. And I can see some people compare it to some perfumes from Thierry Mugler. Going forward with the dry down, I can smell something like a red currant or a strawberry or a raspberry, actually. Also, I can smell something like a marshmallow in the heart note or the middle note. And as it hasn't a long lifespan, I can smell after about 20 minutes or 30 minutes something like woods of sandalwood, a creamy sandalwood and cedarwood, which give a masculinity to it, or a little bit masculine, sweetie skin scent at the base note. Okay, in conclusion, we can say that Ultra Red by Paco Rabanne is a fruity, floral, gourmand, sweetie scent in the scent direction of bright fragrances like Versace Eros Flame and Polo Red, Montblanc Legend Red, and also Givenchy Pour. Also, I can see Ultra Red as a direction line of citrusy vanilla fragrances or scents like Chanel Allure Edition Blanche. It's the same genre as Edition Blanche as well, and it seems like this direction is very weak when we talk about the performance. Well, I heard some people comparing this, which is Ultrared, to Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. To be honest, I can see they are both similar, that they are discontinued. However, we have to say that Ultrared was issued about 7 to 8 years before Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler. So it should not be a clone for Ultra Zest, because I think this was issued in 2008 and Ultra Zest was issued in 2015. So this couldn't be a clone for Ultra Zest. Also, according to the scent, I can see minor similarities between both of them. They can be matching only in the same direction of citrusy and vanilla, and also the sweet, spicy, zesty orange, but they are not the same. They are not clones for each other. However, if you cannot find Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler and you are a fan of it, so you can get this if you find it, because it's also discontinued. But if you could find this, you can get it. It will give you like an ounces or the main vibe of Ultra Zest. However, I do not consider this as a clone of Ultra Zest. At the end, we can say that Ultrared is the closest scent or the closest scent profile to Ultra Zest by Thierry Mugler, but they are not similar at all. Also, I have to tell you that Ultrared is an energetic, delicate, sexy, and mood enhancing scent. So just consider it and give it a try whenever you find it. That's all for today, and thank you for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe, and never forget, I got your back. Bye bye.